my flow, my show brought me the dough that bought me all my fancy things, my crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it.
I think let's change the topic a few months down the road when we Inoue and Rodriguez. That's also part of the World Boxing Series.
Yeah,
I think Inoue is gonna beat him. Inoue, to me, he's quiet, but he's a beast once he gets in that ring. I love Rodriguez from my country. I take pride in him. And I
hope the only male Puerto Rican boxers we're talking about, honestly.
And let me let you know that I just think Inoue is a beast when he goes in there. He takes care of business right off the bat.
Oh, you know, I'll say this about Inoue, man. Like, he's someone that's just a freak of nature talent. Like I think I'm gonna go on record today and say now I think the guy will win a world championship in 5-weight class. He's a three-weight world champion now.
Right.
I think he's gonna go at least as high as 126 and win a world title.
And you don't hear. But the sad part is that people don't know how great this boxer can be, because he's like what we talked before. He's promoted for the Japanese promoters, so you
Taking promotions, I think.
Yeah. Right. So we don't hear much about him unless he comes out here and fights. But he's really a great fighter, and I think he's gonna go a long way in boxing if he continues on.
Yeah, I really think like, and you know, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if Eddie Hearn, I'm just a kid from Daniel. What do I know about boxing? But here's a suggestion. I'm gonna make it to Eddie Hearn, because Eddie Hearn is a guy trying to build his DAZN platform, and I like DAZN, and I like the kids of my generation say I fucks with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
Like Naoya Inoue is a special talent, and you know he's someone who has a kind of style that I think even casual boxing fans can appreciate. And let me give you an example of what I mean when I say that. So my friend, you know, my boy Hamid, my friend Hamid,
right,
doesn't know shit about boxing. Because there wouldn't no boxing if it hit him upside the head.
Right.
But I remember one time I was watching Inoue's highlights on a computer, and he saw his highlights and he said, "Who is this guy?" And I started telling him about who Inoue was, and he's like, "Yeah, this guy is like He started making jokes like, "Yeah, this guy's like Floyd Mayweather and the Korean Jesus and everything all in one."
And he didn't know nothing.
He didn't know nothing, but he liked him. So, but that's actually how you can get a gauge of how good a fighter can be.
What's the saying says? First impression is the last impression.
Absolutely.
And I mean, in the last fight, Inoue came out and said, "I'm gonna great fight." He knocked the crap out of that guy.
Payano, you know, a guy, former world champion.
Yeah, respectful guy. He's gonna come out and do something, but he tore him up.
Yeah. So but what I was saying about Eddie Hearn is, I think if I was the zone, I would sign Inoue to the zone or Matchroom or whatever. I would sign him, and I would promote the shit out of him in L.A.
Oh, that's Japanese.
Because of the Japanese population.
Yeah.
L.A., New York. Literally, L.A., New York. L.A., New York. L.A., New York. And you just build them up. There's so much money to be made. In Chicago. There's so much money to be made with that guy. And the fact that he is he's still relatively young, but the fact that he's been so good for so long, and he's only had one fight in the States, and no promoters really backed him the way they should have, it's one of the biggest crimes in boxing. Your promoters should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, but you think, right, but you also think that maybe because he's under contract with the Japanese promoters, maybe there's a clause or something that doesn't allow him to?
Perhaps so, but it's kind of hard to look at it that way, because Roman Gonzalez was promoted by Ticket Promotions, and he came to America and he succeeded. And you know, I was there. People can say what they want about Roman. I was there. I was in the forum when he fought Quadras. They sold out the place. They sold 8,000 tickets. So
the money's there to be made, and if he really and it's also up to him if he really wants to get involved with the American promoters.
Trust me,
I mean promote get well known here.
I mean, he made his US debut on the Gonzalez versus what card was it? Gonzalez versus Wrong Side 2. He made his American debut on the undercard of that, and they just never tried. Like HBO tried to put money behind them, but honestly, they took too damn long. They really did. They took too damn long. They should have made the Roman fight right after Roman beat Quadras, and that was the time to make it. But then Roman fought Wrong Side when he went after that. So. Wow. No, he's a fantastic fighter, and I really think that if these promoters had half a brain, they would sign him, they would put a shit ton of money behind him, and they would promote him L.A., Chicago, New York, Chicago, L.A., because there's a lot of Japanese people there.
Make money quick,
because there's really no, because if you think about it, right, like, I'm going to relate it to basketball, right? Jeremy Lin, when he came to the NBA, right, when he had the little insanity thing going on, right, hitting shots to the Knicks and whatnot, you know, there was a lot of people who were Asian who, you know, Asians love basketball. No, not to be stereotypical or be racist, but they love basketball. But they finally had someone that looked like them to get behind. Right. And because of that, the NBA had another, you know, he wasn't a superstar, but they had someone that gave them money, another marketing tool. Yep. And with boxing, not only is this guy Japanese, but he's one of the best fighters in the world.
So he'll get that. He'll get that.
And he'll get that. And he'll get that if you put the money behind him and you put him in the right situations. And, I mean, we're looking at a guy that if he wins the next 2 fights, he will be the undisputed bantamweight champion in less than 20 fights.
Wow.
In less than 20 fights. Yeah. 3-weight world champion, undisputed bantamweight champion.
And another guy like that, I don't know if he's still in that, is TT.
TT, yeah, he's fighting Donaire.
I love that guy.
Fighting Donaire.
Oh, man.
So that'd be a good fight.
Zolani TT, though. I like him. Donaire's great, too.
I know a lot of people who are watching the World Boxing Super Series, they're clamoring for, they really want to see Inoue versus Donaire. They want to see that.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna lie, if I was running the World Boxing Super Series just for like for the sake of money and ticket sales and notoriety,
fans,
that'd be the fight I would want.
Yeah.
Whether it happens or not, we don't know.
Exactly.
Not a lot of people thought that. What's his name? Donaire would even beat Ryan Burnett, so he's gotten further than a lot of people thought.
Yeah, that was a shocker. He's probably one of the sleepers.
Yeah, he's a very and you know, so you know, win here against Zolani Tete puts another quality win in his resume. You know, a lot of people argue that if Donaire is a Hall of Famer, you know, he's maybe a win or two away from potentially carving out a Hall of Fame career because he's been one of boxing's underrated fighters for quite some time.
Just quietly doing his thing.
Quietly, year after year. So I mean, just good matchups in the World Boxing Super Series. Just all around good matchups, and you know, I would say that like. It's a travesty that I don't talk about it more because there's so much. But see, that's the thing. There's so much fuckery going on in boxing.
Yeah.
PBC, Wilder ducking, this guy ducking.
Yeah,
that the good things that are going on get glossed over.
Yeah. Well, it's like anything else. You're gonna hear more of the dark side or the negativity of anything. Then you actually see when something's bright or something's good, and I've been since I watched the World Boxing Series, I've liked that. I like the Super Series. I like the fact that they have the top of the top compete against each other because it gives you a taste of when they do meet outside the tournament. You already know what type of fighters they are, and you get Usyk. I didn't know jack about Usyk. I mean, you probably knew a long time ago.
Yeah, I knew him
until I seen him in the tournament, and I liked how his jab was really called out with me, and see how skilled he was, and to see him win that whole tournament the way he did. I mean, it just tells you
everything you need to know.
Yeah.
It is worth noting from the 140 side of things, the winner of the tournament will likely go on to fight Jose Ramirez.
Wow, that'd be a good fight too.
So you know, we're looking at, you know, any one of those 4 guys. You know, personally,
either one of them.
I mean, if it's Prograis or Taylor that fights Ramirez, that'd be amazing because Ramirez has proven himself to be a quality fighter. You know, you know, he beat up my boy Amir Ahmad. I didn't really like that. That kind of, you know, that hurt me a little bit, but
it happens in his boxing, and he's ready. I think I don't know, a few weeks. I don't know if it was a couple of days or a few weeks ago, he was saying something about Ramirez was saying he's just staying back, waiting for. I forgot what name he called out. But he's ready. He really wants a big fight. I forgot who he wanted to fight though.
Yeah. Well, regardless, you know, Jose's a fantastic fighter. Yeah. These guys in the tournament, the guys that are left in the 140 division, all of them are fantastic fighters.
Yeah.
And you know, credit to them for being in a tournament. You know, I know a lot of times I back in the, I shitted on the Super 6 when Andre Ward won it, but it wasn't as organized as this. This is actually kind of organized. This is organized. You know, you don't got people pulling out.
And I think it just took time for it to. Like anything else, when you first, I'm not saying that when it first started because it's been around, but when you gradually get to see what different things you can do and explore to make it a better entertainment package, or more or less, or learn as you go along, it's gotten better through the years. And then you said they just added new phases to it than they had before, so it makes it interesting for the boxing fan besides just the regular boxing that we see throughout the United States and all over the world.
Absolutely. You know, I know this is never going to happen because there's just too much politics, but it would be the greatest thing in the history of boxing if, like, the heavyweights had a World Boxing Super Series.
Oh my God!
Like, could you imagine?
So
like, I mean,
wasn't there somebody that posted something like that?
Yeah. What will probably happen is this.
Yeah, they had
all the top heavyweights would be joining except Wilder. Wilder would just not. He would go there because he wants to. A king doesn't fight peasants.
Oh yeah, some
stupid bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, that would be great because then there again you will have the top of the crop, and and you could really see the real talent and see who's actually the king of the kings.
Yeah, there wouldn't be all this A side, B side, purse split. No. Get in the ring, fight each other, sort it out.
And you know that when you get the World Boxing Series, you're gonna get top talent. It ain't like a prospect just became blah 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 and this and that, or somebody talked about the person and you got. No. When you're getting into that competition, you're gonna be faced with competition just like you.
Absolutely, and you know, a big credit has to go out to Kale Sonderland and Richard Schaefer as well. You know, because they started doing this. My only hope with the tournament is that, you know, it sells well, because I know, like, when Emmanuel Rodriguez fought, I forgot how he fought in the first round, but I know tickets didn't sell well for that. So I'm hoping that it continues doing well, because this is actually something good for boxing.
Yeah, I think it'll grow. It's like more or less not the same thing, but like the baseball. What's it called?
World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when the tournament was started, I don't know if you know this, but when the tournament was started, they said they wanted to make it like the Champions League, you know, like in soccer, like the Champions League, but for boxing.
Right.
And funny thing is, too, enough, the Muhammad Ali trophy that they made, the same people that made the Muhammad Ali trophy made the Champions League trophy.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and I love the Champions League.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest sporting events. Yeah, Ajax. They beat Juventus. You know, shout out to Ajax.
Ronaldo, man, he let me down. But like he say, hip hip hooray for who?
Ajax.
Yeah.
My man, Tadic, the midfielder. I like him.
So. But don't forget, we're a big fan of Everton.
The Everton Football Club.
Blue baby,
the
all
People's
day.
Club.
Yeah, that's Tony Belly. He'll tell you.
There you go. So, wasn't not happy with how they bottled it this past weekend against Fulham, but that's another story. That's another story.
Yeah,
that's another
talk
story.
About that.
But no, just good stuff going
on
in the World Boxing Super Series. Looking forward to the fights this coming weekend. With Taylor and Baranchek and Relic and Prograis. And, you know, big shouts out to Chico Rivas. You know, hopefully he don't yell at everybody out the damn building. You know,
hey, that's his style. Sometimes people like that. They're stern about the things, but nevertheless, like I said, the World Boxing Series is a great thing that they came up with, and I enjoy every year when I see it. Now more or less, like you said, they added more different divisions that they didn't have before, so that it makes it even better.
Yep. So there you have it. To close the video, give me your predictions for each of the 140 and 118. Who you got winning in them tournaments?
I'm taking 140. You already know I'm gonna take
Regis
Prograis on that.
Okay.
And the 118 is
Inoue.
And Inoue Rodriguez. I love Rodriguez from Puerto Rico. He's a strong fighter, good fighter. But I'm gonna have to go with
the Monster.
Yeah, the Monster.
Okay, well I'm gonna go with the Monster, and I will go with my main man Josh Taylor. So there you have it. Those are our predictions. You guys give us yours in the comments down below. World Boxing Super Series this weekend should be fun stuff. We'll be covering it here on True School Sports. So stay tuned live this week for your coverage on the World Boxing Super Series. Yep. And like I say in every single video, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Dave. There you go. So take care, guys.
Denise Estrada, and you're watching True School Sports.
All right, thank you.